Recording. Oh my! Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, no, for real.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, buddy. You already know what it is. Old Heads, episode 39. Back in the basement, man. Saturday nights. We back at it again. Episode 39. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. And man, we got a big show today for you guys. A big show today for you guys. We got the NBA trade deadline. Everybody, their mama, the kitchen sink, and the kids got traded. Some of them even got traded back to places they got traded from. But man, you already know what it is. We're going to get into it. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead and introduce. I'm going to let these brothers introduce themselves.
Oh, man. Headz G, man. Y'all know me, man. French Loaf out east, man.
It's not the boy Bills, man. I'm old here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and hop right into it, man. Russell Westbrook, he did get traded. The Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley. The Jazz get Russell Westbrook, JCA, Juan Carlos. How do you pronounce his last name?
That's tough, bro.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Ascanya, I don't want to butcher his name, but JC, we're just going to say JCA, terrific young man. I believe he's Hispanic, so that was real big, especially playing for the Lakers. Salute. Damian Jones and a projected first round pick out of 2027 first round pick. And the Timberwolves, they get Michael Conley and a few extra pieces. How you guys feel about the Russ trade? You think that's a good thing? Think that's a good thing for the Lakers, or how you feel about it, B.I.?
I mean, overall, man, they get shooting back. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't need an extra ball handler. They got point guards besides LeBron. So, like, man, overall, man, you know, they got shooters. They got a little bit better defensively, a little bit longer out there. If everybody can stay healthy, they got that shot I was talking about, man.
Does it move the needle?
Yeah.
Does that make them, when I say move the needle, does that make them a playoff team, or does that make them a championship contender?
That's the whole thing. All I know is it make them at least a play-in team. And we'll see, we'll take it from there. Because I said, too, man, that they were to keep Russ, with the way that they had the potential to gel, they could have messed around and put somebody out in the first round that we thought had a shot to win this year. Surprise, like squeak into the playoffs and do that. But yeah, championship contender, it's hard to see that, man. You know, with injury and everything, I hate to like wish that. I ain't trying to speak it into existence, but it's too hard. They old, you know. No offense to them old geezers, man, but they old, man. Straight up, man. You know, so injury and attrition and all that shit. Nah, man, these young boys, man, it's their time.
How you feel, Hendo?
I mean, we knew Westbrook didn't really want to be there in the first place. We know, like, he was itching to really get out of there. This wasn't going to be his end destination. He wasn't going to retire a Laker and stay there post LeBron or even with LeBron. So we knew he was getting him out of there. This is the best of a worse situation you could get. They really made the best of this and picking up some pieces. The thing we've always questioned about the Lakers is sometimes their depth. They need some shooters, but they're not deep. And this kind of made them a little deeper. Like you said, I already felt like they were a playoff team with AD and LeBron off back. And I know that's pushing a little bit, but when they both healthy, ain't too many people stopping them when they get going. They just need some pieces around them to make them work a little bit better. And I think this helps them out because at the end of the day, we still not talking about the white guy Reeves. And he's playing amazing for them. Amazing. And with the, emergence of him, we just need some extra role players and some people to come off this bench to, get it out. You kind of got rid of the cancer on the team and kind of got some pieces that's going to really work with you. And LeBron finally sees it. Now Ham, someday got a coach who can actually work some people up with Ham. You know, Ham's actually turning these guys up. You know what I'm saying? He had Russ at his peak to even get looked at to get traded. At first, nobody was really looking at him. You know, they would have let him go earlier, I think. But
I mean, recent reports sound like the Bulls are the front runner.
What
I've heard.
It does look like the Jazz is probably finna buy out his contract, and they ended up, sending him over to the Bulls. And I think that would kind of help the Bulls out, because I think the one thing the Bulls are kind of lacking is some leadership. Because we need somebody over there to just kind of punch the people in the mouth a little bit, and that's kind of what Russ does, even on his bad day. And he gets the ball moving, and I think Ham kind of made him more of a leader this year, and that's kind of showing. And that kind of work out for the Bulls, because we kind of need like a leader. DeMar's good over there for doing that, but he needs somebody to come help. He can't do it all by himself, But I think the Jazz will probably find a way to work out with this. So it actually looks like a win-win, though. It actually does.
It would be too if he pass up them shots that Lonzo was taking. Lonzo was getting like 6 to 9 threes a night up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like. That shot it's just gonna be there. It's gonna be open in our offense, and I do not want Russ taking that shot.
I don't.
He got a little bit of practice though, as of late, passing up on that shot, knowing that ain't the shot for the team.
But to who though?
And,
who's shooting that?
Yeah, to LeBron.
Who's shooting that?
Yeah, I mean, on this team, he's just gonna take it.
Right. That's the whole thing. He's gonna take it, because I'm telling you two things. I mean, I'm not trying to switch it to the Bulls, but. Man, Pat Wills ain't been doing what Pat Wills was trying to do right now. And I've been seeing him get worked up. I'm kind of mad about my man right now. He's supposed to be an up and coming project, and don't look like none of our up and coming. I mean, IU's still doing what IU doing. I don't take from him, but as far as I'm kind of disappointed with Levine. Drummond was going to do Drummond, Vuacek, because he was just a plateau. He was going to get better. And just White, that Kobe White just needed to go, a couple years ago to me. I'm sorry. A decent year.
I like Pat Williams.
No, Vucevic is actually definitely.
He is, but he's not a good defender. He's just not a good defender. And we got people who can give us points, and that's not the issue. We just don't have enough people that can defend defend spots, and that's kind of what we be losing.
We don't get anything back for him. I don't like giving that guy. We spent too high a draft pick. He can put up points. You know what I'm saying? And the right offense with the right amount of minutes, I feel like he definitely will help somebody else out. If he leave, I can see him being on the championship team, coming off the bench or something, doing the same.
Definitely see it. But didn't the Lakers pick up the big fella from Orlando?
Mo
Bamba?
Yeah.
Man, you want to talk about somebody who's going to be a great replacement in case AD has to go sit on the bench for a little bit. I'm not going to say he's going to stretch the floor like AD does shot-wise, but, man, he sure can attack that basket and get some rebounds, man, them extra chances. So I think the Lakers are in a real good position right now. They actually probably made out like bandits. Not more than other teams, but they actually probably they made out really well.
They up there. To segue into the next question here, who came up the most on the trade?
Yeah, we can't talk about trade deadline without talking about what a lot of sports pundits are saying, possibly the biggest trade deadline trade ever. Kevin Durant going to the Phoenix Suns. The Suns get Kevin Durant and another, I think, really underrated scorer, T.J. Warren, and then the Nets get Mikal Bridges, who I think in a few years could be an all-star caliber player. Cam Johnson, another solid player. Jay Crowder, who I think is one of those type of players that's a staple on a championship team. And they also got 4 unprotected first-round picks and a 2028 pick swap. Who won that trade? The Suns or the Nets?
The Nets. Nets won it.
Really?
Nets won it. I mean, I love the way Durant plays, and I give up that. But as right now, we really just have a real starting 5 for Phoenix, and 3 out of that starting 5 that's solid is injury prone to death. Ayton is normally getting a lot of injuries. KD be in and out the lineup with injuries, and Chris Paul can't stay consistently on the court, which should leave just Booker and whoever's left there. So giving up what they gave up all their bench, all their depth. They literally have to run almost just that 6, or they can't sit nobody. They can't sit nobody.
In the playoff, those rotations get tight anyway. Everybody ain't gonna be able to get that tip.
But not only that, but now we limited touches. Booker's used to getting his touches. KD can play like that, but Can he play like that?
I think so.
If KD has to take over his show, do you think Booker might feel some way? We've seen how he acted. You know, I'm not saying nothing bad, but chemistry isn't something we can just put together right now. We even watched even some of the well-constructed teams take a year to get where they need to be, and that's where I kind of feel they might be good next year. But right now, I still got to see a little more. I feel like they gave up a lot of depth, and the Nets really came up with a lot of good players defensively. All they need to do is maybe find them maybe a Kawhi or maybe just another little leader like that, and they are still in good conditions. Like they didn't really, you know, for giving up 2 superstars, they got a lot of mini stars in there doing a lot of stuff.
Man, to put KD at the 3, these guys all play different positions too. It's not really like they fighting for the ball. You know, Chris Paul is the one, he wants to pass it. He too tired still from that New Orleans series last year. It was
just
just
tired.
ran him off the court.
He's just tired.
He's just tired, you know. But yeah, then you got Devin, man, you know what I'm saying? At the 2, which they do, they shoot shots. But when you got a 3 who can give you 20 also though, that's big time. You know what I'm saying? Because if they get an extra 20 points on that team, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying like a Cam or somebody like that will mess around and get you 10. This dude might get you 30. That's a difference of 10 points. That has to account for something. And he's a better defender than man, who do a couple of them do? No, he ain't a better defender than Mikal Bridges.
He might be, but when they get tired, who comes in now is what I'm saying. You have very minimal people to come in. You literally have you running like a Tom Thibodeau type style. You just running that
they
6.
Still got Cam and they aren't totally depleted. They still got the big Sarich, you know what I'm saying? They still got a couple dudes there though. And you need a lot of these minutes. Look, Cam needs to spell Cam need to come in and get what's the name of break, Chris Paul. Sarich may need to come in for some shooting for Aiden, or when his head ain't right or whatever. KD and Book, they need to be on the floor a lot. And these guys are used to playing a lot of minutes too.
They are, but
the shots are going to be there for those
KD, like I said, getting now, you know, by this age, injury prone. You kind of have to watch how many minutes you give him because you guys will be going to the playoffs. And in the playoffs, if you start running into the team like Nuggets and you have to go down to a 7-game series, and then you run into a Laker team and you might have to go down to a 7-game series, that's a lot of your starters. But I see a lot of teams. I feel like
Book come into play. He taking those shots when KD, when you trying to rush KD. Them all Book shots.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think one thing you're not looking at is look at Golden State. Golden State really only play like 7 players a night.
Yeah,
at max 8.
No, they really have a good rotation though.
They
They
can put in a lot
but
of people.
they can, but they don't.
Yeah.
Kirk got a nice little rotation. He sometimes, but
they only play. If you look, if you look at their minutes, they only play like 7 at the very
Wiseman
max.
did he go to Detroit? So they like got
that's a trade. Wiseman got traded to Detroit.
They never played a young boy with the hops.
For like 4.
I think it was something to that.
The hops.
I think it was something to that.
What's up with that? The young dude with the hops with Golden State.
I think it was something to that.
No tick, though.
I think it was something to it.
Like
sometimes I think Kerr see if you got something to you. If you ain't working out, he ain't gonna put it like on blast. He just ain't gonna put you in a rotation and get you like that. And I think some pieces weren't really working out with some of that rotation. He wasn't seeing something he liked.
That deal right now, is in jeopardy as of right now. If Gary Payton Jr. fails his physical with the Warriors, there are some things right now possibly saying that Portland forced Gary Payton to play and he wasn't fully healthy.
Yep,
and they was giving him a
shot
for core. I think it was core. Some of his core.
They was giving him a shot or something.
Yeah, the Toradol. They was giving him the Toradol.
Oh, no.
And supposedly they didn't tell him that. And now, if he doesn't pass the physical, I believe as of tomorrow, then that trade will be voided.
I think the Bulls should take a look at him, set him, get him healthy, have him come in for next year. And not just make a trade, find a way for Lonzo Ball, maybe somebody else, and get him because he's a real nice asset. He can come off and give you instant points, and we need somebody who can at least do that.
Yeah,
Gary Payton Jr.
Well, he's a defender, not really a scorer.
No, but he can give you points though. He can give you points.
And he don't need the ball to do it.
That's what I mean.
He can just spot up in the corner, or take a dude off the dribble, one dribble or something. He can get to the right.
That's why I'm kind of looking at. I like his defense a lot. I like his defense for what we got going. Shit, we could use somebody like that.
We could definitely use defense. A few defensive players.
Yeah, I say I think the big key winner. Talk about key winners, key losers. I think the Suns was a big winner. I think when you look at them, they basically went from, I think they was like 8th or somewhere or 6th somewhere odds of winning, and they went up to 2nd overall as far as winning the championship. Their biggest thing with me and them, if they can all stay healthy.
Right now,
I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, right now,
I ain't trying to be funny
right now.
KD's
Book
not playing.
just came back.
Book-
And
I
Chris
don't-
Paul get hurt every year.
So
Every playoff. He ain't been healthy a playoff.
I think
Last year,
I mean, all the way, the whole playoffs.
And I think a lot of people, a lot of casual fans are looking at getting KD, but I'm like, yes, we all know how good KD is, but you're not looking at losing Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges has only gotten better, and he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
And you kind of saw when those other big names were out, you saw, okay, not only can he lock his man up, this kid can also score.
Mm-hmm.
He's money from mid-range.
Yeah.
He can hit the open three. He can drive. He's athletic. He's long.
And he was almost a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, and he was almost a defensive player of the year. So I mean, they did give up a lot, and he, like I say, he's young, you know. So I would love to see KD get a ring in Phoenix, and I would love to see Chris Paul get a ring. That would be dope.
I would like
So-
to see Chris Paul.
So just to, not to interrupt enough, but wouldn't this still kind of put an asterisk towards KD legacy? The fact that he had
Absolutely.
to go to another team who already
Absolutely.
made it to the finals, maybe the
And
year
he just
before.
tried it
Yeah.
a second ago.
And he was trying to get.
Brooklyn. So
I'm just saying, man. It just kind of look funny sometimes. I love KD game, but damn, KD.
Yeah, but you have to. But it's just weird to me that people doesn't hold him accountable the same way they would do LeBron.
I do.
I
feel
mean,
like
you
if
do,
KD,
most
but if
casual
KD,
fans,
okay,
I feel
the
like
thing
he
about
shot the
LeBron,
ball.
though, the thing about LeBron went back to still a subpar Cleveland Cavalier team and got them a ring, got Cleveland a
that
ring.
was not so far, fam.
You would never see
That's the
you would
one.
never see KD go to right now this current Sacramento Kings team and take them to the playoff or the finals like that.
That wasn't the Sacramento Kings. Though.
No, I'm
Well,
just
the
saying
thing
you would
about
never
it was, though, he
you would
was
never
at
see him go to a
home,
team
though.
like that who might be like somewhere in the way,
I
like
see what you're saying. Yeah,
somewhere in the
Yeah.
runnings and
And
make them
LeBron
instantly
went back
better.
home. He went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
So it was very, you know what I mean? It was sentimental and shit.
I mean, but
KD ain't
I
get back
had
to KC.
I have more
And
of
win
an
him a
issue
ring.
with that
You know
than
what I
him
mean?
going to Miami personally. That was just me personally. I had more of an issue with him leaving Miami going to Cleveland.
I don't really mind any of that now in retrospect, especially on LeBron's part.
LeBron had
You know
to do
what I'm
him.
saying? For real. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't-
He went to- that dude never left the fucking state of Ohio, man. That he was
I had
destined to go somewhere
no
for it.
issue with him leaving Cleveland to go to Miami because he had been there 7-8 years, whatever. And I figured the best
Yeah.
he could put around me is, I would never disrespect NBA players, but like
Right,
an
right,
older
of
Antoine
course.
Jameson or like a Boobie Gibson, like with a talent like that, you have to some way find another elite talent. You
They
know
had
what
the
I'm saying? Put around
Gauskas
them.
and Verjao. These
And
dudes,
Eric Snow?
these dudes
that's-
these dudes were all stars though.
El
Y'all
Gauskas
keep
was a-
leaving that part out. He kept playing with an all-star big man.
Yeah,
That shit matters.
Ilgauskas was I believe a one time, maybe 2-time All Star,
And Verjao
And he
was,
was-
one
but
of
he
the one or
was
two
also-
time, but
but he
They
was
made it.
also hurt a lot. Ilgauskas was also hurt a lot. I mean, so that building chemistry. Eric Snow, we all know, was a terrific role player.
He was winning.
He
the games
was
with
a
the
great
Gauskas.
role player.
Yeah. I credit a lot of that to good coaching, and I
Yeah.
would credit that a lot
They
to
was winning them
LeBron.
games with
Yeah,
Gauskas.
yeah.
They losing these games with AD.
Yeah,
They went to the finals with the Gauskas.
yeah.
These motherfuckers in 13th place with AD.
We also got to admit that East is a lot easier than this West. That's very true.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So, I mean, but talking about LeBron broke the scoring record. Hey, old heads, we got the LeBron edition, man. We got the young GOAT. All the young kids think he the GOAT, but we already know what the real GOAT is. But LeBron broke the scoring record. Does this change where you rank him all time? Also, salute, man, LeBron, man. That's the record, man. Old heads, come holler at us, man. Come holler at us. I'm a big LeBron fan, man. I came front. I got him up there. But does this change where you rank him all time?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yep. Top 5 now.
Ooh,
Top
he's
5.
top 5 now.
He's top 5 now.
Okay, well you got what is your top 5?
Damn, we gotta go into this.
It's gonna be interesting.
God damn.
Michael Jordan. You got Michael Jordan. I mean, and we talking about as far as NBA career.
Yeah, just go your top 5.
I know gold conversations, NBA career.
Yeah, top 5. How about this? We'll say top 5. It's because people look at me crazy. I have 3 all-time. I have 3 top 10 lists. I have my favorite,
Right.
and then I have my top 10 if I'm just going to the YMCA, and I want 10 players. Okay,
Right.
we're gonna bust motherfuckers' ass.
And then the one that's the best.
And then I have more of an ESPN list, whereas I'm looking at the eye test, I'm looking at accolades, and then I also look at just overall, just like what they impact on what they had in the league.
That's the list I'm talking about right
Okay,
now.
right, okay. Your top 5 all time.
We got Mike.
Okay.
We got Kareem.
Okay.
We got Bill Russell.
Okay.
We got Kobe
At 4.
at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I'm going mother effing yeah. And then I'm going LeBron. That just happened. I'll put Magic at 6.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'll do that.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, I respect that.
Magic played with everybody, man. He's supposed to win the
I respect. All right. I respect that.
He's supposed to win.
I respect that. You're wrong, but I respect
He's
it.
supposed to win. Kobe won with Paul Gasol and Andrew Bynum. Who the fuck else won with Paul Gasol and fucking Andrew Bynum? Nobody. That's who. Magic played with Kareem. Last I checked, Kareem was the scoring champ. This nigga done won the championship with Oscar. When about time Magic got there, they were supposed to win together.
But I mean, Paul Gasol is a Hall of Famer, and Andrew Bynum, we can all agree his best years were with Kobe, and he was an All-Star.
Big Gang
Caliber
James,
players.
Byron Scott.
Oh, bro.
How do you even get all these
Bro, you not gonna like? I'll tell everybody Magic played with a gang of people.
gang of people?
Yeah, he played with a gang of people. He played. Dude, you not gonna
Except
give me the line
when
on
he
that.
got old and he drug Sam Perkins and Vlade Divac to the finals.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
yeah.
I don't think they should have got that far.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah,
I
Byron
said, I don't think they
Scott.
should've got that far.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Byron was hurt.
James Worthy has gotten a little old at that time.
Yeah.
Top 5 all time.
I ain't going top 5, but this don't change LeBron and his number 3 position in my lineup. That's it.
Oh,
Don't change that.
okay.
He's still gonna be number 3. I don't change it.
So Mike,
Okay.
Mike, Kobe,
Kobe.
LeBron, shit.
oh, you got Kobe at 2?
Yeah, man. Go Mike, Kobe, LeBron. You gotta show me a few things, man. It's been this
That
way,
is
man.
just filthy. Hey, y'all getting nasty. Now.
Hey, I understand that, list.
I do
It's
not.
just what it
It
is.
is my list, but I
I-
understand it.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I
That
really
doesn't
do.
make any sense to me.
Because them dudes
But top 5,
This is
man.
what-
I think everybody know my list. Mike, Pops, had to go with Pops at 1. Kareem at 2. Magic at 3. Wilt at 4. And then LeBron at 5. Yeah, I really don't know if that list. I don't know if that'll ever change like until the day I die. I think those kinds are kind of solidified that top 5 list. I don't know if LeBron could do anything else, but yeah, that's my top 5 list: Mike, Kareem, Magic, Wilt, and LeBron.
Magic is 6 for me. Then I got Wilt at 7. Then I'm going Dr. J.
Okay, I'm not mad
I'm
at
going
that.
Dr. J.
You got Dr. J over Larry?
Yep, Larry next. But I got Dr. J first.
Over
Yes,
Larry?
Over Larry.
Really?
Sir Larry.
Because he won in the ABA too. Them stats don't count.
Oh,
That ring don't
fam, you
count.
don't have to tell. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know
But-
the best version that y'all think no, the best version of Dr. J is go look at this ABA game.
Mhm.
I was just looking at him and Thompson were going at it. Skywalker,
It's a scout.
they was going at it. Bro,
He played
Skywalker
like
would
Mike.
he would kill motherfuckers today. He had
Nah.
a big, bro. He would
He just
destroy.
going like Mike. We was just trying to dunk on dudes. He going with his chest and the ball back in. Like,
Bro,
he going through.
If y'all don't know, go look at Skywalker, man. Thompson played for the Nuggets. I bullshit you not. I'm sitting there looking at this like last week, and from the angle of the camera, I thought it was like a 6'9", 6'10" dude trying to tip dunk it in. I was like, damn. I'm like, buddy has got up. And then they was like, Thompson almost put that one in. I'm like, bro, this nigga's like 6'4". I thought he was like 6'10" the way he got up there. Like, he tried to yam on everybody. It was crazy, but like, his game was definitely ahead of his time. But LeBron, I don't think, 5, I don't know if I could ever put him over Wilt. I'm a real big Wilt guy. And I think when you look at Wilt, I'm actually in the process of looking at that Bill Russell documentary on Netflix. And it's just, it puts you in the context of how good Wilt Chamberlain was and how good of like an athlete he was. And when you look at him, everybody say, well, he just played against these old, little, short white guys. Okay, but he's 7'2", and you look at a lot of his points are fadeaway bank shots.
Fade away
Shooting bank shots.
Right.
With a, I don't know if he had a 50-inch vertical. I mean, but 40 plus, he had a 40 plus vertical at 7'2". Strong as an ox doing fadeaway. So all that shit about he couldn't play into the, you're crazy. And he also led the league in assists. So yeah, stop it. But yeah, LeBron, I got him top 5. Phenomenal accomplishment when you look at he's really not he's really not a pass first guy. When you look at it, I mean, he can score, but he's really more of a passer. So I say it's more fair to compare LeBron to Magic than it is compare LeBron to Michael, in my opinion.
Yeah. I never compared the two.
Yeah, but I mean, but hands down, I would definitely think LeBron is flat out better than Kobe Bryant. That's a no-brainer.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact at all.
Objectively, that's a fact. But yeah, we can definitely have that. We can definitely have that discussion. We also need to have that discussion about LeBron. Where is he ranked all time in scores?
Go ahead, run.
As far as the score, he's been limited his whole career in things he could do. As far as scoring, the one thing he could do, put his head down and barrel to the basket, he refused to do until this motherfucker needed 36 points to beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I was looking at that game like, oh, he should have been doing this the whole time.
Is he a better scorer than Steph Curry?
All around score?
Just a better scorer.
That's debatable. That depends on what style of play you want on your team, because you want a guy who can go and dunk it but won't. But you choose to shoot threes. Then I'm gonna go with Steph, because Steph is shooting them same threes and knocking them down. I mean, I'm not sure, man. That's a trick question. That is a trick question. I mean, LeBron obviously got the most points in NBA history, so apparently he's a better scorer. I'll just leave it at that. Give that man his respect.
That's debatable. That's what we got to go with. Like to do that one show who's a better scorer. But All-Star game coming up, man. Very excited about that. One of my favorite times of the year. Who's the biggest All-Star snubs of the season? Hendo, you want to kick it off? Biggest All-Star snubs
This season right now,
yeah.
The biggest one probably to me got to be Harden.
That's big.
I'm just saying we should have the same people.
Has to be Harden. Harden's huge.
Why you think he got left off?
Because niggas don't like him.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think motherfuckers like Harden.
Maybe he just got forgot about or some shit.
Nah, certain style of plays gets looked at differently. Just like how they kind of used to look at AI shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look at him. They looked at how he's presented. I think they kind of look at Harden like that. I don't think they really like Harden. I don't think the NBA really like Harden, care for his style, because I really don't. They like the dribbles, they like the offense, but they don't really like him. I just get that. I get that feeling. Like when you hear the NBA talk about a lot of scorers, they gas up a lot of people. But Harden just seems to get like, he can score, but you don't play defense. So They like overlook him. I hear more about Trae Young than I do Harden. I hear more about Kawhi Leonard getting back in rotation than I do Harden. I hear more about a lot of other players, Jalen Brunson and everybody else, or Brunson out there with the Knicks and everything. I hear more about them than I do Harden. And Harden does this consistently.
I don't see Harden highlights like I used to.
That's
But
what
I'm
I'm talking
saying, like,
about.
is he doing that? Like, I don't even know the average no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
James Harden,
Did he fall off?
because I had him down.
He averages 21 points per game, 11 assists.
and 6 rebounds.
Yep.
But now, I would say maybe one of the reasons why he didn't get selected, he only played 34 games so far. But on the flip side of that, Zion's only played 29 games.
well, see,
And
they
he's-
did-
and
but
he's
they love
starting.
him. But they love him.
And he's starting.
But they love him.
They love Zion.
But they love
They love him. I'm saying.
They love him.
Thank you. Now you see what I'm talking about?
Hey, I was trying to deny it until you said that shit. Like, hold on.
How does somebody play less games than you, but they like
Because
Zion?
everybody-
Zion's way bigger. He's younger.
Yeah, because
He's
everybody who
future.
didn't play the games didn't make it. AD didn't make it, did he?
Yeah, no, they didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
AD
'Cause he
didn't make it
play the
either.
games, and somebody else too. Yeah, man, if you don't play enough games, man, you gotta play enough games.
Who you guys the biggest snub?
Me, I had Harden down as one, and then another one was a big one, was a Jimmy Butler. Miami right now is 6th in the East. He's averaging 22 points per game. That's the best he's, I think, since like 17, 18 possibly. 4.9 assists, and he's leading the league again in steals at 2.1 steals per game.
He had a
Jimmy Butler.
big game ender. He got that dunk, that alley-oop dunk finish with .4 on the clock.
Yeah.
An
last
alley-oop
night.
dunk with .4.
Last
Came
night.
up, had
Like the shit
time to
hit the
grab it,
backboard.
look at it,
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
down, all that time to
yeah.
end the game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
big.
yeah.
That's the type of stuff. But once again, Jimmy's another not well-liked brother in the NBA sometimes. Without that, I'm just saying, like, sometimes you can see
so clutch, bro, man.
he is. I've always liked Jimmy. I've always been
But
a
it
big
seems like
Jimmy
he'll be
fan.
doing it in the regular season though.
He's
clutch
he
as
coasts.
hell.
He coasts.
Yeah.
He coasts.
Yeah, he clutches
coasts.
hell, but it's like
He just
not
coasts.
really.
All
Well,
big players
Jimmy.
know when to coast it out.
Yeah, but he gonna coast his way out the playoff and out the
No,
play-in.
they're gonna. Them as a team will do it. Not him.
They
It won't be
6
because
right
of him.
now. Yeah, they 6 right
It's because
now.
the team won't show up. When Tyler Hero don't make them shots, they don't do good.
Yeah.
When you know what I'm saying, that when Adebayo don't have a good game, they don't do good. Let him shoot 2 for 10. Jimmy gonna be out there struggling. They just all got to be on the same page. This is a good team when they get going.
That's what KD should have won.
That would have been a great team. That would have been.
He should have won.
They need scoring like a motherfucker too.
That's what he
And
should
they
have
wouldn't
won.
took away
Give
from
up
nobody's shots.
Hero, Duncan, something like that, and then you put because Butler's gonna take on the role KD doesn't of being a leader.
No, he's gonna call KD out and they're gonna butt heads like he did in
No.
Philly. They're gonna butt heads like he did in Timberwolves. He's gonna butt heads. No, Jimmy does that. Jimmy's a head butter. You gotta watch how soft KD feelings is because you seen what
But
great
it's- but it's not
what Draymond Green did. I'm just saying, he's an
I-
emotional guy. You gotta put him around other emotional guys. Aiton's an emotional guy. Booker they'll play with that. That seems to work better for them. You know what I'm saying? Can't
Right.
hit him with him like he
Right.
won't work with Jimmy.
Right, but working better has you out the first round. That's what I'm saying. Playing with Miami, Jimmy has an issue with motherfuckers don't work hard. There's never been an issue with KD work ethic.
He can't stay healthy. You think he'll get mad
That's
about
not,
that?
but right, but that's not
I feel you,
that's
but-
not something you can be mad at. But I feel like
It is.
But that's no, you can't be mad at somebody.
Yeah, you
that
Yeah,
but-
you can.
Yeah, but that's like
Tony Parker got mad at Kawhi Leonard for not staying healthy and questioned that man's hamstring injury to the point where Kawhi Leonard demanded a trade and went to Toronto. You can't question somebody. He questioned so bad that Pop couldn't get a hand on it in the locker room, and Kawhi Leonard, who was the best player on that Spurs team, had to leave because Tony Parker wanted to make a little run in his last little year, and he knew he needed Kawhi. And Kawhi was like, "No, my hammy hurt, man. I can't do it." Dog was like, "You punk motherfucker. This is my last year. This is what you do." And Pop couldn't even hold it down. Pop's one of the greatest coaches ever, and he couldn't hold it down. So you can't question somebody's injury.
Right.
You can't. I'm just saying you can. You most certainly
You
can.
can, but you probably shouldn't. And then you also heard what Stephen A. said about Tony Parker. He said Tony is very selfish.
He is, but
what
he's a
you- and
winner.
What you
He's
no,
a winner.
No, what you just said just proves this point is that hey, this is my last little stretch. I need you to be healthy. This is about
He's
me.
a winner. Winners want you to do that. Mike would have did the same. Kobe would have did the same. Other winners would do the same. Tom Brady was in that position. He said, look, you hurt, play like you healthy. Come on. Win this game.
No, you don't, I don't know, bro.
I'm just saying, winners.
Snub, be all-star snub.
Oh,
Anybody?
shit, man. There was a couple of them, man. Since y'all picked a couple good ones, I'm going to just say Jalen Brunson.
That was a good one, too.
I like that.
He
Man,
played
from
hard
the
this
land.
year. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I picked him. He's from the crib. But yeah, same point in time, though, yeah, he played hard for them boys, man. You know, they're the Knicks still. So, they're the Knicks, but he played hard.
I like that.
Shout out to Trae Young, too, man. They always doing you bogus.
Shout out Trae Young.
They always doing you bogus.
Kyrie and Luka, talking about Jalen Brunson. Kyrie and Luka, how far can they take the Mavericks? Dallas right now a 4th place in the West and 8 games out of 1st place. How do you guys feel about that? You guys want me to kick it off or?
I think right now, given their last 2 games, they look nice offensively, but that was never the question with the Mavericks. They just can't stop nobody defensively. I understand that, but they looking at just to see Kyrie go, how he wants to get going, looking. Luka kind of sitting there watching, seeing the gameplay, whatever, whatnot. But I think this was a good move, but this will look a lot better next year when they get some more pieces that can put around them to make them more successful. I think this is maybe a 2nd round bound team until they run into like a team like Phoenix or the Nuggets or the Lakers and get bounced. I can see either one. Hell, I can even damn near see the Grizzlies right now, giving them a kind of a run right now. I mean, a run. I can see them taking it down to a 7-game series just because the big men are always an issue, and Steven Adams is going to run through a lot of the big men that they got down there, and they're a little bit more put together. Kyrie's always going to get his 30. Luka's going to do that, but they can't stop nobody. Going point for point with people, that doesn't win you games. Defense wins you games, and I think they gave up a shit ton of defense with this trade. I like it, but this is a next year better team.
I would have to say them getting Kyrie. I'll say this. It should definitely help him in the 4th quarter. I was doing a little research. Luka seems to wear down when it comes to the 4th quarter because he's asked to do so much. He's asked to rebound, asked to facilitate, asked to score. He isn't top 25 in 4th quarter points. Franz Wagner of the Magic has more 4th quarter points than Luka has. Luka averaged 5.4 points in the 4th quarter. So I think Kyrie is a known finisher. He's known at being clutch. He's known at not having an issue taking the last shot. I guess the way I look at it is Kyrie's basically on a 1-year deal, right? I think what's going to happen is I think he's going to leave Dallas and go to LA. Why would you get Kyrie and you had Jalen Brunson? They're virtually, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kyrie's definitely a better player.
He's a better shot creator
than Jalen Brunson. He's a better player. Flat out, just anything. He's a better player than Jalen Brunson. But they're the same type of player. Steph Curry and Trae Young are the same type of player. And if that wasn't enough to get you over the hump, why would you get this? Because now you have no defense. Your backcourt is great offensively, but there's no defense now. And Kyrie is small, so now you put Kyrie at the 2. What's going to happen when he get Mikal Bridges in the post? You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I feel like what happened if he get DeRozan in the post? They put Zach at the 3 and put DeRozan at the 2. You know what I'm saying? That's barbecue chicken all day. You know? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Kyrie's not a terrible defender, but he's still smaller. So I feel like if this was the case, I understand, but I don't feel like you guys aren't one piece away. This isn't a one piece away team to where you go after Kyrie to try and get, you won't know what, we're just going to go all in like Phoenix did. We're going to go all in because we feel like this year we can win a championship. I feel like if this was the case, you might as well play Brunson the $100 million, at least
Right.
there's some type of chemistry there with him and Luka. If you wanted that type of player, and then maybe try to get somebody else. But I just feel like you give up Dorian Finney-Smith, who's a good defender.
Right.
You know, so I feel like I don't feel like this really moves the needle as much as people. I don't think people looking at the defensive side of, you know what I'm saying, what they lost. But I don't know. That's just me. How you feel about it, Beyond?
Man, same way you feel about it, and the same thing Fam said earlier about teams losing their depth, man, because you lost 2 good players to get Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You lost Dinwiddie too.
Yeah,
He is solid backup.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Right. So you lose.
Shout out Spencer Dinwiddie. Yo, baller, man.
I have no idea why you would do this, because you know daggone well Kyrie is leaving you. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you Mark Cuban, I think you're just trying to get cute. Like, you just trying to be cool and in the know. We got Kyrie Irving for a couple months.
You're trying to sell seats.
It's that.
You're trying to sell
That.
seats.
I think
You know what I'm
he's trying
saying?
to
It's a
keep-
big
the one
decision
thing
that
trying to
way.
keep
You
Luka
know what I
happy
mean?
too.
The one thing you can do right now is you can sell them seats, because think about it. It's a difference taking that other squad that we just mentioned with all the previous pieces,
Mhm.
right? It's different taking that in there, and it's different when you're taking Kyrie
Yep.
and Luka
Oh, really?
and whatever you got in there.
That's exactly what it is.
Because
So,
now people
it makes
are
sense. It's a
now
big decision.
now you make it to the second round, you looking good, you doing good, man. I'm just saying, like, I think that's what it is. Mark Cuban's
Ain't win no
far from dumb,
championship. It don't move the needle.
but
like
he
that.
makes
So,
money.
Yeah, he make money.
Can't be a stupid billionaire.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if my stomach is killing me.
No, you could, man. You could. We over here for real like that. But I think that's it with the sports news, man. We're gonna hop right into it. Like I said, we're gonna do a little college basketball today, man. I'm a big college basketball guy, man. These brothers mess with a little college ball, not as much as I do, but we're gonna talk about 5 of the best college prospects to come out of Wisconsin. So that means, you know, they don't necessarily have to be born in Wisconsin, but come out of, you know, coming somewhere out of Wisconsin, coming out of the state of Wisconsin. I'll kick off a name, then one of y'all, you know, kick off somebody's name. We got about 5 of them. So first one I'll kick off, I'll say Alondo Tucker, 06, 07 Big Ten Player of the Year. That guy was a monster. I think that was when I had been up here a little bit, but I had been up here in Wisconsin a few years, and I remember seeing him play a lot, and he was a load, man. 16.5 points, 5.7 rebounds, 1.6 assists for his career with Wisconsin. So yeah, I got Orlando Tucker. Who you got, Hendo? Anybody?
Shit, coming in, Frank the Tank. Frank Kaminsky,
Oh,
man.
I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, anybody?
I'm going Johnny Davis.
Hey,
Dog off the board.
the local kid. I like that. At number 4, I had Rashard Griffin out of Wisconsin. He's born in Illinois, but out of University of Wisconsin. 15.6 points, 9.7 rebounds, 0.9 assists. Rashard Griffin ended up being a 2nd round pick, but big man out of King High School, Chicago. Hendo.
Sam Decker.
I wanted to say him, but you said Kaminsky. I promise to God I wanted to say that.
Yeah, man.
Sam Decker was nice.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be a lot better.
I did too.
Injuries, little back injury.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He had it was funny because he had the same back injury as J.J. Watt did, and Sam took off a year, actually came back and played, and then J.J. rushed his shit, and then ended up getting hurt in the same year and going back out for another year.
Gotcha. He was super athletic too. I like the Sam
Yeah,
Decker.
that was nice. That nice little 3. I think he went 5. He shot like 5 or 6 in like a big one, like a Final Four game.
He took a major
Wow.
jump. He went to a Tracy McGrady camp, I heard. He
That was
got
nice.
way better.
Yeah, he
was
I
nice.
think he ended up going to the Rockets. I think.
Yep. He went to the Rockets.
To the Rockets.
Mhm.
At number 3, a lot of people forget how good this kid was. Devin Harris, 03 Big Ten Player of the Year, 14.8 points, 4 rebounds, 3.1 assists out of the University of Wisconsin. Devin Harris was a dog. Also had a really good. If he wouldn't have got injured, had a really would have had a really good career in with the Nets too. Actually, was an All-Star one year. He lit the Bulls up for like 40 one time. He's a monster.
Mavericks too.
Yeah, he sure did. Sure did play with the Mavericks. I might be able to draft him.
Yeah, they did. I had Devin Harris too. I ain't gonna lie. Dog was nice.
I love Devin Harris' game. Man, he was quick as shit, bro.
Yeah, he was fast.
He would have been fun to see play in today's game.
Yeah, bro.
Who you got, B.I.?
Man, I got motherfucking Terry Cummings, Marquette. Yeah. What I was DePaul, wasn't it?
He went to DePaul.
Doc Rivers, Marquette, right? God damn it. Shots in the dark, y'all. I told you, dude, before this shit
Kobe
started.
King, Central High School.
I gotta go Dwayne Wade, Marquette, right?
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'll probably
Could've went with Jimmy.
You good?
Jimmy Matthews.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Out of Marquette.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take D Wade, man. If y'all want to substitute,
D Wade. I like that. You got him,
my
though?
nigga though.
I had Michael Finley, man.
Nah, damn it. All right. That's how it is. Also had, you already heard the rest of my list. I also had Michael Finley, two-time Big Ten, all Big Ten, 18.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, 3.2 assists. That was a huge duo. Michael Finley and Rashard Griffin. That was a big-time duo with the Badgers. And then also at number one, I had to go with Dwayne Wade, Conference USA Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in the 02-03 season. Averaged 19.7 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. University of Marquette. That rounds out my list of 5 best college prospects to come out of Wisconsin.
Doc Rivers, Marquette University.
Okay, Doc Rivers. Okay.
I got a boy from Chicago.
Okay, I like that. Nobody got a coin? We didn't do our coin.
This one right there, John. Might be out foot.
What?
Right there. Little speaker.
Oh,
It's probably the same one from last
my
week.
fault, y'all. Little technical difficulties.
In the meantime.
Help us out, man. Help us out. Flo, what we doing?
Go ahead. You go right there.
Me and you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All
You
in
good?
it go.
Tails.
That's Tails. Me and you. All in the air.
Oh, his Headz.
Oh, shit is Tails.
It's you.
Right? Let's see that right there, y'all.
All right, y'all. All right. So last few weeks, it was my bad. I didn't put up our last lottery. I will be putting both of these up today. Y'all go out and vote. Last week, what was last week? You guys remember what last week was? Y'all don't remember, do y'all?
Something I won.
I don't know if y'all.
Yeah, my team was definitely better.
Your
Best
team was
team.
better.
Oh, yeah. Best team, hands down.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I got the most oohs and ahs at the draft.
He said I got the most oohs and ahs.
Y'all city was booing y'all when y'all was picking and shit.
Last week we did our all-time NBA draft, all-star draft. So basically we each took the all-time top 75 players and we each combined and made our all-star team. Hendo had, just to refresh everybody's mind, Hendo had the first pick, B.I. had the second pick, Bobo, our guest co-host, had the third pick, and I had the last pick. But hey, worst to first this week. I got first this week, so pretty confident. But last week, Hendo had a really good team. Starting five was Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, Steph Curry, Dirk Nowitzki, and Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen. Coming off the bench was Karl Malone, Yao Ming, James Harden, Allen Iverson, Kawhi Leonard, Derrick Rose, Paul Pierce. That's a hell of a lineup. It's a hell of an all-star team. B.I. had his second pick last week. His starting five. LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant, and Klay Thompson. Coming off the bench, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Vince Carter, Damian Lillard, Chris Mullin, and Reggie Miller. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bobo, guest co-host. I don't know if he out there watching right now. He had a good one too. Starting five. Kobe Bryant, Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird, and John Stockton. That's tough, man. Coming off the bench, Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, Ray Allen, Luka Doncic, Dominique Wilkins, Bill Russell, and Manu Ginobili. And then the final list, my list. I had the fourth pick, so I had to do what I had to do. But I think I did all right, man. My starting five, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone, Dr. J, and Dwayne Wade. Coming off the bench, Charles Barkley, David Robinson, T-Mac, Grant Hill, Elgin Baylor, Oscar Robertson, and the Rain Man, Sean Kemp. We running shit, we going to the Y. I will be posting those later today as well as today's list. Today we're doing our all-time Big Ten starting five. So all the best players that played in the Big Ten, we're each gonna take a starting five, and then one player to come off the bench. So guys, just ignore that in the background. But yeah, starting off, I got the first pick, and with the first pick in the draft, the Big Ten draft. This feels good, man. I normally have to wait. Got the first pick. I think I'm gonna have to take. I gotta take the Magic Man.
I knew it.
Magic Johnson.
I knew it.
I have to go Magic Johnson.
I'm going Zeke, man.
Mother sucker.
Isaiah Thomas. I go with the Isaiah.
Damn. Who you got, Hendo?
Shit, let me go with the big man. Let me get Glenn Rice, man.
Shit.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
they're fucking up all my
Damn. That's all right. That's all right. Give me the dog.
What?
Give me the dog.
Damn, I hate these niggas.
Give me the motherfucking dog. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Hold on, to clarify, who was the dog?
Glenn
Damn
Robinson.
it, big dog, Glenn Rob.
Yeah. Give
These
me the
niggas
dog. It's over.
Y'all done took three of my guys
It's over.
already.
It's over.
I'm gonna take Chris Webber.
Damn.
Yeah. That happened.
Damn.
That just happened right there.
Damn. Okay. Who you got, Hendo? Right now, you got Glenn Rice. Motherfucker.
Let me get Kevin McHale.
Oh, out of Minnesota.
Motherfucking.
Oh. Good one. I gotta give you good shit. Coming out of Minnesota. Good shit. I think I'm gonna have to just go ahead and just be ignorant. Give me. You wanna know what? Magic Glenn. I'm gonna need some more scoring. I need a wing. Come on, Calvert. Calvert Chaney.
Calvert Chaney, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already know you got something, B.I. Go ahead.
Star name from Ohio State, Jimmy.
Motherfucker, I already.
Motherfucker
Damn.
Jackson.
I was already writing it down.
Mm.
Fuck, that's what I was gonna take him next.
Yeah. We need
I was gonna take Jimmy next.
We need to shoot.
Go ahead. I got something for I got a shooter. I got a shooter. Who you got, Hendo? Right now you got Glenn Rice, Kevin McHale. That's big, Kevin McHale. That's huge, actually.
Darren Williams.
Oh, mother.
That
Fuck!
That works.
Fuck!
It definitely works.
Damn! Damn! Now I need somebody to counter that. I need somebody to counter that. You wanna know what, Hendo? You forced me to motherfucking do it. I think I'm gonna have to take Sean Respert, young people. I'm gonna have to take Sean Respert. If y'all don't know who Sean Respert is, go Google it. Dickie V said out his own mouth, this kid has an area code jumper, baby. That means if he's anywhere in your area code, it's a good chance the shot gonna be good. The one of the original deep ball shooters, man. Sean Respert, great score. Who you got, B.I.?
Man, I'm going to take Steve Smith, man.
Ooh.
Steve Smith.
That's tough. That's tough out of Michigan State. Number 4 overall pick. Because was he 4 or 5? I think he was 4. Because I think Mutombo went 5th and then Doug Smith went 6th to the Mavericks. Who you got, Hendo? Right now you got Glenn Rice, Kevin McHale, Dan Williams. That's a hell of a squad, man. That's a hell of a squad.
Let me get Jerry Lucas.
Damn. That's big.
I need a center.
That's big. Took Isaiah. You want to know what? Just because. Let me see who I got. So I got Magic, Glenn, Calvert, Chaney, Resper. I think I'm gonna have to go. Fuck. I got Magic at point. I need a power forward. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Who are we gonna take a power forward? I want to go Jawan. I'm thinking Jawan. But you want to know what? Fuck it. We're going to go Deion Thomas out of Illinois. Deion Thomas. I have to go Deion Thomas. Go check out Deion Thomas, young people, out of Illinois. Was a monster. That's a squad. That's all. That's a fucking squad. Go ahead, B.I. It don't matter, but go ahead.
Actually, I'm gonna have to take Jawad Howard.
Okay.
I'm so glad you didn't take that man. I was
Okay.
trying to reunite him with Chris. You was over contemplating it. I was about to be sorry.
No, you good. You good. You good. I got
It's
that.
worked out.
I got that. That's all right. Hendo, as of right now, you got Glenn Rice, Kevin McHale, Darren Williams, and Jerry Lucas. That's a squad.
John Havlicek.
John Havlicek.
Oh,
What school?
come here right here.
No, that's fine. I was saying you
I
know what
forget
school.
what it was. No, I do. This is my Big Ten round.
Gotcha. John Havlicek. All right, final pick. Right now, I have Magic Johnson, Glenn Robinson, Calvert Chaney, Sean Respert, Deion Thomas. Coming off that bench, I think I'm gonna have to take. Who am I coming off that bench? He's one of my favorite players. I almost got it. All right, I got a big guard. It's not on me. Nick Anderson. University of Illinois. thinking about Jalen.
I thought about Jalen. I thought about the other.
I thought about
others
Jalen.
on that team.
I thought about Mateen too.
Particularly.
Mo Pete, Draymond.
Yeah, I can't make this list.
I wouldn't. Not if we're talking about all time.
They're not yet like college.
But you got final pick. Right now you got Zeke, Chris Webber, Jimmy Jackson, Steve Smith, and Juwan Howard.
This is a tough pick. I wish I could scratch my last pick.
You got Ray Jackson. You want to scratch your last pick? Juwan Howard?
I kind of do.
You could scratch that, and that would just leave it if Endo want to take it.
That's true.
You want to scratch that? These would be your
Yeah.
final two picks.
Yeah, I want to scratch it.
Okay. And if that's somebody, if you want to get somebody you want to scratch, you can scratch too.
I'm good.
I'm gonna put. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna go Greg Oden. He's gonna replace. Yeah, as a big man, he's gonna replace Juwan. He was a little more dominant.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? In college,
They went to the final. They went to the final game.
They did.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure they went to the final
I
game.
didn't know what's Mike Conley and shoot. Because I was thinking about picking up Mike Conley. We keep using the ball and have, but we just got shooters. I'm gonna go D Brown.
Ooh,
Illinois.
I was gonna take D too.
Straight up, wow.
Yeah, I was gonna take T. I was gonna
I
take
fuck
D
with D
too.
Brown.
You know who I was really gonna take? I was actually. You said should you scratch somebody out? I was really thinking about scratching Nick out and putting Bullock.
Look,
Bullock.
Bullock. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, from that same team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That because they had a squad.
Yeah, they
Because
did.
a lot of
I forgot all about him on that
track.
team.
I was thinking about putting track on my. I was thinking about placing Dion with tractor. But Dion was better than tractor trailer,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But yeah, because a lot of people forget after the 5-5, Steve Smith got another squad, and that Maceo Baston, tractor trailer, Mo Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
Mo.
Bullock. You know what I'm saying? That was that whole little squad. Them niggas was hard too. Mo Taylor really should have been a Hall of Fame. But Hendo, final pick, Glenn Rice, Kevin McHale, Deron Williams, Jerry Lucas, and John Havlicek. That's a squad. You got some old heads, real old heads in there. Ballers.
Yeah, this Michael Thomas. Yeah.
Michael Thomas, out of where?
I forgot. I want to say he went out of Indiana, but I could be wrong.
Michael Thomas. I don't even know who that is. No, I believe.
That's how I spell.
Michael Thompson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My bad, Michael Thompson.
Michael Thompson. Okay. Is that Clay Pops?
That's what I was thinking. Is that
Nah, I believe that.
You sure? That might be on. But all right, man, that's our final Big Ten list today.
Uncle.
That might be his pops. But I had the first pick. My top 5: Magic Johnson, Glenn Robinson, Calvert Chaney, Sean Respert, Deion Thomas out of University of Illinois, and then coming off the bench, Nick Anderson out of the University of Illinois. B.I. had the second pick, his starting 5 all-time Big Ten team: Isaiah Thomas, Chris Webber, Jimmy Jackson, Steve Smith, and Greg Oden coming off the bench. The little general, well, the real general is actually Sherman Douglas, but D. Brown out of University of Illinois. And then Hendo had the third pick, but man, really pulled out some gems. Glenn Rice, Kevin McHale, Deron Williams out of University of Illinois, Jerry Lucas, John Havlicek, and Michael Thompson our all-time Big Ten lottery was today. It just happened. You just witnessed it. I'll be putting it up on Facebook today. Y'all go out, man. Y'all vote. Check us out, man. And yeah, Hendo, it's Black History Month, man. Anything you want to say about that, man?
Yeah, if y'all going out and y'all shopping whiskey, go out and buy you a bottle of Uncle Nearest, man. That's the best thing going. If you ain't up on Uncle Nearest, man, Uncle Nearest was, I believe, a slave hand under, I believe it was Jack Daniels. And Jack Daniels capitalized off his recipe. And they made their drink, and they made millions off it. So when they were able to get the original recipe from the original owner, Uncle Nearest, which they called him on there because that was his name as a slave hand, his daughter or niece or cousin, whatever down the line, they went and they made the original recipe. They've been doing it, and since then, I think she's been real successful. I think she just opened a bank. Mm-hmm. So if you're going out and shopping that, man, make sure you do that, man. Look out for Black History Month now. Go get you a bottle of Uncle Nearest, man. You can get it at Woodman's out here. Not look it up online.
That's what's up. That's what's up. B.I., it's that time, man. It is that time. Please tell me what time it is.
Time to trade yourself.
It is time to do what now?
Look out for you. You got to look out for you.
It's time to trade yourself, young people. If you guys don't know what that is, that's how we always end the show. The final segment is the trade yourself segment. It's basically just a way of telling somebody, fuck you in a nice way. It's a way of telling somebody, you want to know what? I'm not going to cut you out. I'm just going to tell you, you need to trade yourself. The way you acting is not the way you need to be acting. It's not godly. You need to trade yourself. You need to trade that damn attitude. You need to trade whatever you doing. Trade that shit in. So, B.I., who need to trade themselves this week?
You know, I'm going to go off script, man. I had a whole little spiel.
Oh, wow.
I was going to read verbatim.
Oh, wow.
That's why fuck all that right now.
Oh, wow.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh, wow.
Kevin Durant.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, wow.
Like, what the fuck really just happened? What the hell did we really just see?
I don't know.
Because, you know, I've been saying the whole time they need to stick together. I need to see at least one playoff run. I just want to know what this team's potential could even look like. We never got a chance to even see that shit.
No, we didn't.
Why the fuck did y'all even come here? Like, for what? What the fuck was the purpose in even doing this shit? Some little pit stop? So you mean to tell me KD left motherfucking the 72-win team that he ingratiated himself with? This motherfucker just right in their little crib and started tearing up shit, and then this nigga didn't hit it for what God knows what reason. Kyrie Irving told Cleveland, I ain't leaving, and hit it. He told Boston, I ain't leaving, and hit it. This nigga told Brooklyn he wasn't leaving, and then he hit it. Why are you, and then he thinking about actually playing with LeBron again? This sounds absurd. You can't make this shit up. This sounds absolutely asinine. This is ridiculous. There's no way in no world that this really makes sense. Only sense I can make of it is they're putting Kyrie Irving's contract. You got to win a championship to get paid. Besides that being highly offensive, this is what managers are for, agents are for. Motherfucker, go in there and negotiate, do something, motherfucker, shit. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But there ain't no way in the world you finna sit up here and tell me these motherfuckers came in bullshit. You know, I seen a funny ass number. I don't know why I remember numbers, but when they be funny, I'll remember every last one of the digits. Motherfucking, these motherfuckers had the opportunity to play 300-something games and shit together. Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant missed 151 games, and Kyrie missed 130-something games. Can't make this shit up. These motherfuckers barely even seen each other in the goddamn building. You know what I'm saying? Let alone sniff a playoff run. These motherfuckers is barely even in the gym together. What the fuck? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Along with them load managing niggas too. I really don't want to get off into that shit. But as a fan, life is like a box of chocolates.
It's sad.
Because you never know what the fuck
sad.
you gonna
You
get.
watch that shit, you like, damn, whatever.
On the real.
That's crazy.
I don't know who the fuck's showing up what night to play. I don't know nothing, nigga. Especially with these trades going on now. Nigga get traded, nigga. You may not see these niggas for a month before they get start playing with the teams. Niggas still got physicals. Nigga, this is ridiculous. Goddamn.
Who need to trade themselves in though?
Whoever calling the shots with all the Bulls trades, trade yourself.
Oh, man.
I'm so sick of the Bulls not doing shit ever. God damn, man. They could pull the trigger on something. We got niggas don't even want to be on the team, just going through the motions. Like,
Man.
I hate to go back on it, but like, man, we got a lot of projects we was trying to come up on, man. Can we just focus on one motherfucking project?
Yeah.
We got 4, 5 projects we going. We don't know if the Ball project coming through, the Caruso project ain't fully been up, the Pat Williams project ain't fully came up, the IO project, it seemed like it's almost getting there, but it's still a project. The Vujicic might get better project, the Drummond might be there, get defense better. I'm sick of all these projects. We playing consistent ball. That's all we doing. It ain't enough to do nothing. We beating decent teams sometimes, we losing to terrible teams. We just somewhat staying in the mix. We somewhere around floating around the 6th, 7th area. We might do good. We might do bad. Come on, do something. Something gotta shake, man. Something gotta shake.
Man, Broderick is old as hell.
No,
I'm just sick of seeing us picking up all these super veteran pieces that Billy Donovan see might work, but don't get it. Let's try to get him some just talent out there one time. We got some leaders. Let's get some fucking talent out here. We can't sit out here with everybody 6th man and expect to, go deep. It works in some areas, but we need some stars out here. We need some star power. You gotta take some of this pressure off DeRozan. And I guess, maybe off Zach, but Zach's supposed to be our number 2 guy, and he getting paid number 1 money, and he ain't doing number 1 stuff. That's all I'm saying.
They need a point guard.
We desperately need a point guard.
They both need to get the ball hitting their sweet spot so they can just raise the shoot.
We desperately need a shooting guard too, to be honest.
We got 2 shooting guards.
No, we desperately need another one because I don't know what Zach, they got him playing shooting guard small forward, but man, I've watched him when we play good teams, he's nowhere to be fucking found. Go look at the stat line when we play like Golden State. 0 for 7 from the 3. 2 for 15 from... What the fuck? Like you disappear. When we play Brooklyn, he's shooting 5 for 15. 0 for 5 from the 3. He disappears. So I get, I'm not taking nothing away from people's defense, but when you're getting paid this type of money, we need you to step up in key moments. And sometimes Zach LaVine doesn't step up to those moments. DeMar does because he's coming up. But Zach LaVine's getting paid way more money. He's supposed to be doing just a little bit more. Like I said, if that comes down to shit, let's just do a haul. Let's see if we can get some pieces like we just seen the Lakers get some pieces. Or just see if we can do something, send them over here to the Nets. Maybe we get some of those guys. Some of those guys can help us the fuck out right now. But trade yourself for not pulling the trigger on nothing with him. Nothing. Zach gone. If I would have seen all the motherfuckers went over to the Nets, I'd be like, shit. Are y'all looking for a small forward / shooting guard that likes to go to the rim sometimes, shoots mediocre from the 3? Oh yeah, we got Zach, man. Just give us Bridges. Who else y'all got over there? Jay Crowder, I forget. Oh, the Bucks had him? Okay. Y'all got some unprotected picks? Oh, we'll take those too. Come on. Something.
Yeah,
Something.
Brown could have got Bridges. Other shit like that.
Come on, man.
People really like Zach. You know what I'm saying? I feel
They
like
do. We
Bridges
could have pulled on something. We could have got our way. I would have seen everybody. I'd be like, man, somebody just a piece away. Miami. You think Tyler Hero gonna show up? You looking for Zach LaVine? All right. I'm just saying we could use some pieces at this point. That's all. We looking for maybe a play-in. We know we ain't in no heavy contention, but we can build on something. DeMar can't give us too much longer. Let's utilize what we got with this leader and put some pieces around him. We got some somewhat pieces. Give him some talent. Let's give him some talent. Everybody's getting better. I watched this Cleveland team get miles better. Miles better in 2 years. The same 2-year opportunity we had. Trade yourself.
We need a point guard, man.
Trade
I
yourself,
can't
though.
think of
Yep.
one person on that team that's good at passing. Like, seriously. They don't have a good passer. From, anywhere.
It was supposed to be ball. It was supposed to be ball.
It's supposed to be this motherfucker. I said trade that motherfucker on the first show.
We
I was
did.
probably talking about him when we named the segment "Trade Yourself." It was probably about him. It was probably about him, dog. On the real, trade this motherfucker every day of the
Who
week.
you got?
Trade yourself, man. I think I would have to say anybody that said the Bears need to trade Justin Fields and get something, because I've been hearing a lot of that. A lot of trade rumors about how possibly give up Justin Fields and go after a quarterback in the draft. I think anybody saying that absolutely need to trade that. So I was a big Justin Fields non-believer.
Right.
And this year he really showed me a lot. I mean, he really didn't have a lot of weapons out there. And one guy made a lot of sense. He said, we really just need a number one. And our receiving, more or less than anything, we need some in the trenches. Because our defensive front seven, we don't have really one legit starter.
Yeah.
We don't have one legit starter. And we have maybe one, possibly two solid offensive linemen. So we have to win in the trenches. He made a good point. If we could just get one solid number one, a Michael Thomas, a D-Hop, that basically resets our wide receivers and it puts them where they're supposed to be. Mooney's supposed to be a second tier slot player, and then you take Claypool as our number two, and he's basically a good possession receiver and a good red zone guy. And then you go out there, you got a guy like D-Hop do his thing. You got Cole Kmet. On top of that, you got Herbert. I really like the kid out of UCLA, the running back.
So there was a chance we could look at Higgins.
Yeah, T. Higgins, absolutely.
That was nice. I
Yeah,
think
T.
that
Higgins.
he'd be nice.
Yeah, T. Higgins.
Because he attacks the ball.
I mean, and
We got to find guys who attack the ball too.
and he's a legit one.
Yeah.
He's a legit one. He just happened to be playing with another, crazy, another legit one, elite one.
Right.
Put it that way. He's playing with an elite one, but and Chase. But yeah, man, I think anybody that's saying you need to trade Justin Fields, I think if anything, we need to. I wouldn't trade no lower than 3 or 4. If we can still trade down, get some assets, and still get Carter, because I feel like we still need a splash player. They're talking about possibly going out and getting Khalil Mack. I don't want to go down that road again. But if we can get a younger version, that kid out of Alabama, a younger version of Khalil Mack, I'm all for that. As well as get some pieces.
They're saying there's a
But you have to
possible
pay
way
for it.
we could get
Right.
that, but that's saying that y'all think that Khalil Mack is going to be as large as we thought it was when we took him. If we could get Khalil Mack for a reasonable number, that's accessible.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about big number. Let's talk about
I like that shit.
8 million or something a year, Khalil Mack. Let's talk about 7 million. What'd you do last year? Not a whole lot. Okay, we'll give you 8 million a year. You know what it is. Play inside these young cats. Let these young cats get off. Hold them up. Draw a couple. It all depends on your role and what they pay.
I don't go out. Me personally, I don't think it makes any sense to go out to Khalil Mack because
He's a free agent. It makes perfect sense because you don't have to pay no money. You just got to pick him up and agree on something. The reason it make none sense for because we paid him so much money to get him from the Raiders.
But it doesn't make any sense for a team like us because we're rebuilding. If signing Khalil Mack will make sense for a team like San Francisco. Otherwise, we're going to run into the same issue as the reason why we let Khalil Mack go. Khalil Mack isn't that elite pass rusher like how it used to be, where he doesn't need help around him. That was the issue we ran into. Was he did good last year with the Chargers because he has Bosa on the other side. He comes back to Chicago, he's right back in that same position where he's getting double teamed because there's nobody to help him on the other side. That's why I say he's good for a championship team. Somebody that can take that pressure off.
But see, that works too, but when you get a rookie pass rusher in there, this allows a rookie like that to get off because if you line him up next to a Khalil Mack is naturally going to get that double team, which allow that rookie to have a good year. So what I'm saying with the combination of picking up like a Jalen Carter and then picking up a reasonable size, you know what I'm saying, contract from Khalil Mack and letting them line up like this or across from each other, whatever it has to be, that'll allow somebody to get off. Somebody's going to get off. And I can see that working because that's the help you would need plus the other pieces that we have right now, we just really have to find a middle linebacker or a linebacker that can suit and be a good captain and a good leader for us, because that's really what we're missing, along with that defensive front. But if we can fill some of those voids right there, that's a cheap way of kind of doing it in and letting our corners get a little help right there. But
I like that. I like that. That does make sense. You get a good price. But hey, old heads, episode 39, man. Man, it's been a fun one. Big 10, Big 10, Big 10, Big 10. I want y'all to keep that in your head. Check out the poll that will be up tonight. Our all-time Big 10 teams, as well as our all-time all-star teams. I will be putting both of those polls up. I want you guys to go out there and vote, man, please. It'll be on Facebook as well as Instagram. You can check us out on YouTube, on C Hendo, as well as on Old Heads. Excuse me, on YouTube. If you guys are interested, we got new merch, man. We got the LeBron. We got the LeBron that has the numbers on the back. We also got the Paid in Sports, man. We got the Paid in Sports. Show them on the back.
See it, you know what I'm saying?
Now look, you can get these in any color, any size, man. We got the Paid in Sports. Super, super dope, man. We just trying to hustle and motivate. Also, Saturday night, if you're hungry, please, if you're in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, downtown La Crosse, Wisconsin, check out Press Break. They got all the good Chicago food, the Italian beefs, the cheesy beefs, the cheesy nachos, all that good stuff, the fries, the mild sauce, all that good Chicago stuff, the Chicago dogs. Check them out if you're downtown La Crosse, Wisconsin, Press Break. Also, Saturday nights, you ain't doing nothing, want to do some cleaning, just want to sit back, enjoy you some wine or maybe some cognac, you want to listen to some good music, download the Bump That Radio app. You can catch them out on iTunes. If you're on an Android, check them out. Bump That Radio, trying to bring music back like how it used to be. As well, man, it's going to be really, really nice tomorrow, Valentine's. You don't want to pull up at a nice restaurant with your car looking like a poo butt, you know what I'm saying? You don't want it looking like a poo butt. So if you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin area, before Tuesday, go check. Who can they check out?
King KO, man, car wash, man. Right there off La Crosse Street, man. Make sure you can go in there and detail everything, man, and give you the works, man.
That's right, man. King KO. That's Cuzzo doing his big thing, man. He gonna get you right inside and out. You know what I'm saying? All them little golden wrappers and stuff. Cuzzo gonna get all that cleaned out before you go pick your little thotty up. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get all that cleaned out for you. He gonna say you're gonna be a lifesaver, man. You gonna forget you left that in there. Forget you left the little gold wrapper in there. Some of you gonna use lifestyles, but that's y'all issue.
Yeah, that's a y'all issue.
Yeah, I like those lifestyles.
that's a y'all issue. But yeah, Old Heads episode 39, man. It's been a lot of fun. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. We're going to be back next week. Big episode next week. It's the Super Bowl episode. Also will be episode 40. Can y'all believe that, man?
Yeah, that's great.
Episode 40 next week,
Yeah,
the Super Bowl
39.
episode. It's gonna be all football, I think, next week, man. It's gonna be all football, man. Talk about some of our football moments. Maybe got some wings or something down here while we doing the show. I don't know, man, but we definitely got to do it big for the Super Bowl episode next week. I'm super excited about it, man. I hope y'all excited about it as well. But episode 39, we out of here. I'm gonna let these brothers go ahead and take us out.
Man, Hendo, hey, man. French loaf on the east, man. Holla at me.
The boy Bills, man. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
We out, man.
Good shit, y'all.
That's all I seen when you started. I was like, damn, man, I'm doing 39. You did 39?